trap straight to a penthouse, Miami Beach. Hey, yo. Talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I peek, these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the whip, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout.
What's good, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with a new Spill the Tea video. I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken seriously or literally, meaning my jokes and jones. So if that works for you, let's get into this video. So you all know that I think it was maybe a year ago now, maybe almost a year and a half or so. It came out via Kandi Burruss during an interview that Carlos King, her former producer on The Real Housewives of Atlanta and friend, allegedly tried to take the rights to Escape's story and turn it into a movie, and was allegedly reaching out to her mom and stuff for interviews and information on the ladies. And that was the reason why Escape ended up coming back together back in like 2017. Well, after Kandi emotionally, tearfully talked about it in an interview, it went everywhere on all the blogs and news outlets. But Carlos King never publicly addressed it or spoke upon it until this week, when he has been doing a press run with Martell Holt for this new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Before I show you guys what he said, let's take a look back from a interview that Kandi did not too long ago when asked about the situation with Carlos and had they spoken. Take a look.
You kind of touched on this a little bit. Carlos King, you know, essentially taking your life story, you know, and trying to sell it and make a movie out of it. What is like the update on that now? Where do you guys stand? Have you had a conversation?
There is no update. He and I haven't talked about it at all. And it's not like I'm reaching out to him trying to talk about it.
Right.
That happened some years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was when our group first got back together. Remember when we were, when we first came back together, what was it, 6 years ago now?
Sometime, yeah.
Now it's been like 6 years ago.
5, 6.
When that was part of the reason that we ended up coming back together, because we found out somebody was doing our life story at some network. And then, you know, we were calling each other like, yo, did you do this? Did you do this? You know, and then when I found out.
How did you find out?
It was random.
You guys were friends, right?
Who?
You and Carlos, or Todd?
Well, as you can see based off that clip from not too long ago, that Kandi is still not seeing or checking for Carlos with that roll of the eye. It doesn't seem like she wants to talk to him at all or communicate on any type of level. And that's just where it seems like it's at for her. Now, maybe things have changed since this interview. But now let's get into what Carlos had to say this past week when asked about the situation.
Thought you left off on somebody who you might not be having the greatest relationship with right now.
Who is that?
Somebody who might have asserted that their story was taken by you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's a story out there with you and Kandi don't get along because...
I do get along with her.
Okay.
Listen, I think at the end of the day, I will say this. She's somebody who I have always been a fan of, and I will continue to be a fan of, personally and professionally, right? And at the end of the day, when you have someone's phone number and there's a miscommunication or misinformation that's out there, instead of continuing to discuss misinformation, I would prefer to speak to that person directly. And at the end of the day, I haven't spoken about it because it's not for public fodder. That's how I'm operating and my integrity. So I believe that at one point in time, we will have a conversation. And once we have the conversation one-on-one, then I would be more than happy to come on Big Ticket.
Don't sound like y'all cool with each other. I don't think she cool with you, Carlos. But based off his response with the whole entire situation, he basically was saying that whatever information Kandi has, it's misinformation. And he said, like, you know, she has my number. So instead of coming to me and talking to me, she took it to, you know, the press, social media, whatever. And that's not how he chooses to handle the situation, and that he would be willing to have a conversation with her, and that he feels like one day they will. I agree. You know, if you have my number, why not call me and ask me yourself? Because you could have misinformation. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that they have not talked, but you know, hopefully they will be able to have a conversation. And if he's in the wrong, hopefully he will admit that. And if he has been lied upon, then hopefully, you know, the truth will come out and he's owed an apology. The whole thing is just unfortunate and a mess. I know that, you know, Todd and he had a business dealing that I heard allegedly, you know, went south. So I don't know if that plays a part in this as well. You know, the whole thing is just messy Betty. I was, however, shocked that he decided to take Martell with him on this press tour for the show. I think he's trying to help Martell with his image. And I think that he also took Martell with him because Martell will be on the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It debuts next Sunday, May 7th. So, you know, Martell has a lot of eyes on him right about now. So I guess that's why Carlos took him with him, which is a smart idea because, you know, the more people that watch Real Housewives of Atlanta and see Martell and have not watched Love and Marriage Huntsville will then want to come over to that show to see what's going on. So this is an audience boost for sure for Love and Marriage Huntsville, for them to gain new viewers and viewership, because last week's episode, I think, only reached like 360,000 views as far as, you know, the Nielsen ratings go, which is okay. You know, it's not great numbers, you know, it's not great at all. So they do need a viewership boost, most definitely. So yeah. What y'all think about all of this? What y'all think? Y'all think that he was on some shady stuff and went behind her back and did it? Or do you believe him when he says that Kandi and the girls were misinformed? I don't know. We weren't there, so I cannot say too much or judge. But somebody lying. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Somebody's lying. I don't know who. Somebody being lied on, but this is a mess. A mess. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video down below in the comment section, you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.